In this session, we'll be starting with the economic importance of bacteria, and one of the economic importance of bacteria is seen in nitrogen cycle. We have discussed some of the other what you call bacterial harmful activities, but bacteria are not always bad. So this is how we see today that how the bacteria are using in nitrogen cycle. You have atmospheric nitrogen which is in 78%, but it is not used in N2 form by the plants. So it will have to convert in some usable form where the plants can take that particular form, and converting nitrogen to those forms, say in the form of nitrates or nitrites. These are nitrates and these are nitrites. So nitrates are actually taken up by the plant. So conversion of N2 to nitrites and all, there are bacteria useful. This is what we'll have to see how these bacteria are converting it. Now what happens, first of all, nitrogen is getting converted to NH3. The bacteria will have to fix the nitrogen. For that, the bacteria will be fixing the nitrogen either symbiotically or asymbiotically. It can what you call live with the plant and can fix up nitrogen, or it can also fix the nitrogen in free state, maybe in the soil. So the first of all, we'll have to fix up this nitrogen. We'll have to convert this nitrogen to ammonia form. The ammonia form will be then converted to ammonium ion form. Ammonium ion are converted to what you call NO2 minus, and NO2 minus will be then converted to NO3 minus, and NO3 minus is the form which has been taken up by the plant. Now you see here this nitrogen to what you call NH3 formation will require some nitrogen fixation bacteria. There can be Rhizobium leguminosarum, there can be Clostridium, or there can be Azotobacter, or there can be Frankia, and everything I have already talked about. Now what happened, they are fixing up the nitrogen, so you can see there are bacteria required. Once they are fixing the nitrogen, this particular nitrogen will be converted to ammonium ion, which is the process called ammonification. Now ammonification to what you call nitrite conversion, it's called nitrifying bacteria, and you can see some nitrifying bacteria out here. That Nitrosomonas, Nitrobacter, Nitrocystis, Nitrococcus. So all these bacteria are helping in what you call ammonia to NO2 minus or NO3 minus conversion forms. Now what happens when NO3 minus forms get converted, NO3 minus will be taken up by plants. But there can be some amount of NO3 minus which will be left out in the soil, which is not used by the plant. So this NO3 minus will be now getting converted to N2 again, which is called denitrification. And the bacteria are again used as denitrifying bacteria. You must have heard about Pseudomonas denitrificans. So Pseudomonas denitrificans basically help in this process. For ammonification, we have the bacteria like Bacillus vulgaris. Now what happens when you have the plants will be consumed, the nitrogen will be passing, the sources will be passing from plants to the animals. And that remains of what you call plants or animals can be decomposed by decomposers. So decomposers are again aerobic or anaerobic bacteria and fungus, and they will be again converting that particular complex carbohydrates or complex material to the ammonium ion. So that is how in every step of this nitrogen cycle bacteria are useful. So this is what the economic importance is of bacteria, where the bacteria are useful in nitrogen cycle. In next section I will be talking about how bacteria are responsible for pollution control.